Have you ever felt that the more you try to connect with others, the more disconnected you become? Like something deep inside you is constantly being drained. Maybe you've shared your dreams, your struggles, and even your most personal secrets, hoping for understanding, only to be met with judgment, empty advice, or worse, that hollow feeling that leaves you even more lost. This happens because some things are not meant to be shared. Let me share something essential with you. Some parts of you are incredibly precious and deserve protection. When you guard these parts, they become your greatest source of power. Think of a rare flower growing in a garden exposed to strong winds and curious eyes. It never gets the chance to bloom fully. The same is true for your energy. By oversharing with the wrong people, you open doors to influences that pull you further away from the peace you are seeking. The good news? You can change this. Today, I'm going to show you 5 things you should never share with anyone. These secrets, when kept safe, can protect your energy, restore your balance, and transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. But before we dive deeper, let me ask you this. Are you ready to do things differently, to take that step that so few have the courage to take? Because what we're about to discuss is not for everyone. It's for those who feel there is something precious within them, a greater purpose, for the chosen ones. If you've made it this far, it's because something inside you knows it is time to protect what truly matters. And if this message already resonates with you, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Here, we explore topics that not only open your eyes, but help you live more aligned with who you really are. And by turning on notifications, you ensure you won't miss anything that could make a difference on your journey. Now, get ready, because in the next section, we'll uncover the first secret. It's something you've probably shared without even realizing it, and it might be holding you back from achieving your biggest dreams. Ready to find out what it is? Stay with me, because the best is yet to come. 1. The hidden risk of sharing your plans. Now that we have discussed the importance of protecting what is valuable within you, let us explore a common habit that might be sabotaging your dreams without you even realizing it. Have you ever thought about how sharing your plans with the wrong people could affect your ability to achieve them? Picture a big goal, something that makes your heart race just thinking about it. Maybe it is starting your own business, switching careers, or building a completely new life. When this idea first sparks, it is like a small flame, fragile but full of potential. But if you share it with everyone, are you exposing that flame too soon? What happens if it gets extinguished before it has the chance to grow into a strong fire? Let me explain. Talking about your plans exposes your essence to outside influences. These influences can come from people who, even unintentionally, plant doubts or insecurities in your mind. Maybe someone hears your dream and says, "Are you sure that will work?" Or "That sounds too risky." These comments might seem harmless, but they seep into your subconscious and begin to weaken your confidence. Now think of your dreams as a plant growing in the soil. If you keep disturbing it, showing it off to everyone before it's rooted, the plant won't have time to establish a strong foundation. It might look fine on the surface, but beneath, it's fragile. The same goes for your plans. Before you share them, you need to strengthen them. Working quietly is like watering that plant and allowing it to grow without interference. Here is another thing to consider. Not everyone operates on the same frequency as you. Some people might pretend to support you, but secretly feel envious or fearful of your success. These negative vibrations can interfere with the process of realizing your dreams, not because they have power over you, but because you allowed them access by revealing your plans. Another important point is that talking too much about your plans creates a false sense of accomplishment. Have you ever noticed how sharing an exciting idea makes it feel like you're closer to achieving it? That's a trick your mind plays. It experiences a small taste of the reward, which can drain your motivation to keep going. After all, why push forward when it already feels like you're halfway there? So, how can you protect your plans? The answer is simple. Keep them to yourself. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or avoiding help when needed, but it means being strategic. Share your plans only with people you truly trust and who align with your goals. And even then, only when it's absolutely necessary. The more you protect your dreams in their early stages, the stronger they'll grow and the more likely they'll come to life. Now, you might be thinking, but it is so hard not to share. I want to talk about what makes me happy, and I understand. Wanting to share your excitement is natural. But remember the flame we talked about earlier. Each time you share something, it is like exposing it to the wind. Maybe nothing will happen, but there is always a risk it could be extinguished. That is why it is so important to focus on what truly matters, building a solid foundation so your dream can thrive. And when the right moment comes, you'll know. Your plans will be so strong and deeply rooted that no opinion or external energy will be able to shake them. At that point, you'll be able to share with confidence, knowing that nothing can undo what you've built. Now that we've discussed how to protect your plans, let's move on to something even more personal: emotional vulnerabilities. After all, who hasn't had a moment of weakness where they felt the need to open up? But does that really help? Or does it sometimes leave us feeling even more exposed? Stay with me, because in the next section, we'll explore how to protect your inner power, even during your most difficult times. 2. Guarding your emotions to preserve your strength. Now that you understand the importance of protecting your plans, let us dive into something even more personal: your emotions. Everyone at some point has felt vulnerable, sad, or even lost. It's normal. It's part of being human. But what do you do when these feelings arise? Do you open up to anyone, or do you try to process them on your own? The way you handle this can make a huge difference in how you feel and the energy you project into the world. Let me share a story with you. Imagine your emotions as a treasure chest. Inside, there are precious jewels, but also a few broken pieces. This chest is incredibly valuable because it holds everything that makes you unique. Now think about what happens if you let just anyone open that chest. Some people might admire the jewels, but others might focus on the broken pieces, judging them, or unintentionally making you feel worse. This is what happens when you share your emotional vulnerabilities with the wrong people. Be honest. How many times have you opened up to someone hoping for support, only to walk away feeling even more confused or insecure? This doesn't mean the people around you are bad. Often, they simply don't have the capacity to understand what you're going through. Plus, when you expose your vulnerabilities, you risk attracting energies that amplify those negative feelings, leaving you even more shaken. True emotional strength doesn't mean avoiding emotions altogether. It's about understanding how to manage what you experience and, most importantly, being mindful of who you share it with. Before opening your heart, ask yourself, will this person truly understand me, or might they unintentionally judge me? Often the best answer is within you. Writing, meditating, or sitting in silence can help you process emotions without seeking outside approval. This doesn't mean you need to carry everything on your own. There are moments when seeking help is essential, but choose wisely who you turn to. Look for people with wisdom, experience, and a genuine desire to see you thrive. And remember, no one understands your pain better than you. The more you learn to trust your own inner voice, the stronger you'll become. Now I want to invite you to pause and reflect. Who have you been sharing your vulnerabilities with? Have these people truly helped you feel lighter, or have they unknowingly drained your energy? Think about it and write your thoughts in the comments. Your story could inspire others who are facing the same challenges. And if you've already found a way to protect your emotions, share that too. Together, we can create a space where everyone can grow. Now that we've covered the importance of safeguarding your emotions, let me invite you to consider another practice that often goes unnoticed. Have you ever wondered why we feel the need to share our good deeds? Does it strengthen our intention, or does it sometimes weaken it? In the next section, we'll explore how silence can be the key to aligning your altruistic actions with the purest energies of the universe. What you discover might completely change how you view the impact of your actions. Stay with me. 3. Why quiet kindness holds the most power. Have you noticed how nowadays it seems like everything needs to be showcased? Every achievement, every gesture, every act of kindness. It's as if the world expects you to constantly prove that you're a good person. But let me share a secret with you. The greatest transformations do not happen when you show something to others. They happen when you act in silence. Imagine your acts of kindness as seeds being planted in a magical garden. You water them, nurture them, and let nature take care of the rest. Now think about what happens if you tell everyone about every little seed you've planted. Some people might admire your effort, but others might cast doubt, offer judgments, or even interfere with their own energy. The true power of a kind action lies in its purity. When you do good without seeking recognition, it's as if the entire universe works to amplify that vibration. The most fascinating part, you don't always see the immediate impact of your actions. That simple smile you gave could have turned someone's entire day around. Maybe a small gesture of help planted a seed of hope in the heart of someone who felt lost. All of this happens when you act from the heart, without the need to display or explain it to others. Have you ever thought about the power of keeping your good deeds private? This practice connects you directly to the highest energies of the universe. When you do good quietly, your intention remains pure, and the return you receive is far greater. It's the classic, you reap what you sow. And the best part? You don't need external approval to know you did the right thing. The peace and fulfillment you experience are already the greatest rewards. Now, I want to propose something to you. How about joining me on this journey of doing good without the need to show it? Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning, to transform your energy, and to align with the forces of the universe. Here, we have created a space for those who seek to grow, strengthen themselves, and discover the power within. This isn't just about watching videos, it's about being part of something greater, something that can truly change your life. So take this moment and subscribe. We are on this journey together. And speaking of energy, there is a space where it becomes even more delicate, our personal and family relationships. In the next section, we will explore how to protect this sacred space and ensure that you maintain your peace, even in the most challenging situations. Do not miss it, because what comes next is essential for anyone seeking to live with more balance and harmony. Stay with me. 4. Protecting your peace amid personal challenges. Now that we understand the power of silence in our good deeds, it's time to discuss something even more sensitive, our personal and family problems. After all, who has not felt the need to vent about a conflict, hoping for comforting words or helpful advice? But do we always find the help we are looking for? Or do we sometimes end up feeling even more burdened? Take a moment to think about this. Our family relationships are like a foundation. They support many parts of our lives. Now imagine you're building a house and allow various people to meddle with the foundation, each offering suggestions or making changes. How can that house remain stable? The same thing happens when we share personal problems with people who aren't directly involved. Every opinion or judgment, no matter how well-intentioned, can make the situation even more complicated. Whether it's a disagreement with a loved one or a challenge at home, oversharing opens the door for external energies to interfere. Someone might give you advice based on their own experiences, but does that advice truly apply to your situation? Often, the result is more confusion and an even heavier burden to carry. So, what should you do? The answer lies in protecting what is most sacred. Before you share your problems, ask yourself, can this person really help me? Or am I just trying to temporarily lighten my load? More often than not, silence and introspection will offer better answers than any conversation with someone who doesn't fully understand the depth of what you're feeling. Dealing with personal issues requires patience, understanding, and above all, discretion. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever shared something deeply personal and felt that instead of easing the situation, it only made things worse. How did that affect your peace? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could help others reflect on how to protect their relationships and their inner essence. And speaking of safeguarding what is precious, let's dive into something even deeper. When you're pursuing growth, whether spiritual or personal, who do you choose to share your journey with? Have you noticed that not everyone is ready to understand or support your path? In the next section, we'll uncover why keeping certain steps of your journey a secret can be crucial for your evolution. Get ready to learn how this can strengthen your connection with the universe. 5. Why silence is key to your spiritual growth. After understanding the importance of protecting your personal problems, it is time to explore something even deeper: your spiritual journey and personal growth. This is one of the most valuable aspects of your life, and how you handle it can define its impact. But have you ever considered that sharing your next steps with everyone might actually hinder your progress? Imagine your spiritual journey as climbing a mountain. Each step requires focus, balance, and energy. If during the climb you stop every moment to announce what you're doing or seek the opinion of those at the bottom, what happens? You lose your rhythm, become more vulnerable, and often start doubting the path you've chosen. This happens because not everyone is ready to understand or support your journey, and that's okay, because everyone's path is unique. Sharing your spiritual progress with those on a different wavelength can lead to judgment or criticism that weakens your confidence. Even unintentionally, people might project their own fears and limitations onto you, causing you to question choices that once felt so clear. Additionally, speaking about what you're still building can dissipate the inner strength needed to bring it to fruition. Spiritual growth is a delicate, often silent process. Think of it as a flame you need to shield from the wind. By keeping your plans and your progress private, you allow that flame to grow stronger and your path to illuminate more intensely. This doesn't mean you should never share anything, but it's crucial to wait for the right moment. When you feel strong and confident, you can share your insights with those who are genuinely open to hearing them. Here is something to remember. Protecting certain aspects of your journey is not selfish, it is wise. You are safeguarding something untouchable, something that is shaping who you are. With every silent step you take, you deepen your connection with your inner strength and the universe. This connection brings answers, guidance, and signs that only you will be able to interpret. Now you might be wondering, how do I know what to share and with whom? The answer lies in your heart. It always knows. If you feel any doubt, keep it to yourself for now. If you sense that someone isn't aligned with your journey, respect that and move forward in peace. This is your path, and the universe will be by your side, guiding every step. And speaking of guiding steps, in the next section, we will delve into something even more profound: how protecting your inner strength can unexpectedly transform your life. Do not miss it, because what is coming next could be the turning point in your journey. Safeguard what matters most and unlock your potential. Take a moment to reflect on everything we have explored together so far. Each topic was an invitation to look within and recognize that there are parts of your life like treasures, precious, unique, and deserving of protection. This is not about isolating yourself or distrusting others, but about understanding what should be kept in your heart and what can be shared with wisdom. Protecting your essence, your dreams, your emotions, and your choices is like building a fortress around your inner power. When you do this, you create the space to grow and align with the universe while attracting exactly what resonates with who you truly are. And the most amazing part? This process brings you closer to a sense of peace and a vibration that no one can take away. Now it's your turn to reflect and share. Which of these 5 secrets do you feel you need to protect the most? Have you noticed how these practices are making a difference in your life? Share your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to know how this resonates with you, because your story could inspire others who are facing similar challenges. And if this video has helped you, take a moment to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Every time you engage, you're helping to spread messages that can transform lives. Just think about how many people you could impact with a simple share. Now, here's a challenge for you. Watch the next video that's appearing on your screen. It complements everything we've discussed and will help you take another step towards self-discovery and connection with the universe. Trust me, the content you're about to see might be exactly what you need to hear right now. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. Your presence makes all the difference. I'll see you in the next video. Until then.